Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's video blog. We are Friday, Friday, July the 15th, 2016. It's almost 8 in the morning on Saturday morning, and you know, um, I'm a bit pissed because after spending 2 days with stiff muscles pretty much everywhere around my body. The moment it calms down, I realize that my stomach hurts, and everything makes a strong case against sleeping too much on the couch. Despite the fact that I shouldn't be going up to my bed with the situation with my toe, but then again, uh, I mean, I'm supposed to walk with crutches, and arguably, in the house it would be a little bit complicated because, well, the floor isn't exactly the best surface. The floor in my house isn't exactly the best surface to practice going around with crutches. I might as well sleep and fuck myself up even further. But hey, at least I'm putting ice on my toe as it's recommended. I'm pretty drugged up because one of my medication, one of the drugs I'm supposed to take is pretty much a painkiller that I usually take to make my fever go down, and I'm supposed to take one every 6 hours for 7 days. That means that at the end of the week of the prescription, so that would be Tuesday night, I will have taken 28 pills, and I think that even when I'm properly sick, I don't even take that much because I alternate with other drugs. That's a strange word. Other medication items, notably one with aspirin. That one of the first times I took it, I actually vomited blood because aspirin helps with the blood flow. So yeah, that was pretty gnarly. I didn't feel good because I actually wasn't sleeping in my bed for the reasons exposed earlier. It's not really the best place to go to sleep when you're supposed to take a nap and you're sick, because if you're taking effort to go up and go down, that kind of kills the purpose. So yeah, so I was sleeping in the bed of one of my sisters, because it's closer to the floor. And at one point, I got all stiff in all my body, not like only some parts like the arms and or the legs. No, suddenly I was pretty much a twig, and because I felt that like I could actually break because of the pain. Uh, so yeah, and suddenly blood just flowing out of my mouth. I thought I was hemorrhaging, but no, just my body experiencing aspirin for the first time. Yeah. So today I have been to the match of Marseille. I missed a bit of the first half, but it wasn't exactly the worst thing about it because, well, the match ended with a 1-0 victory for Marseille, and the goal was around the 50th, 55th minute by Cabela, and I mean I was in the stadium. I was seated at that point. So yeah, I mean it's kind of I don't know how good or how terrible the game on Wednesday against Ajax Amsterdam, which is way closer to my home actually, where the match is taking place, is going to be. But playing against a Domino's League 2 team, uh, even a good one like Nîmes, isn't exactly the best way to you know to motivate yourself to go see a match when you have almost 2 hours on the road. Um, but yeah, I mean, this time, unlike the match against Lausanne, the team didn't change a lot between half times, halves. Um, the same defense remained essentially until the 75th minute when one by one they were all subbed out. But it's pretty clear that we're going to have a defense with Bedimo and Sakai on the wings, and in central defense Rolando and Rekik. And I mean that's pretty much a massive overhaul because 2 seasons ago the defense was Jajeje, sometimes Romao, and there was Mendy, Morel, and who was the fourth? Uh, I don't remember. Fuck. But yeah, and it was a pretty solid defense. Like here, I'm not sure. Maybe Hiroki Sakai will have the level that he usually has when he's playing for Japan, but would also mean that he's going to be in a more offensive role. So I'm not sure that it's going to be great. I mean, if he's going up the wings, that's kind of what the the wingmen, the defenders on the wings, have been doing for the last 2 or 3 seasons. So that's not a huge change. But it's pretty much everywhere else that I'm not sure. Like in the midfield, uh, a lot of really young players are there because, well, first off, Lassana Diarra, we're not sure that he's staying. Abu Dhabi, is he ever ever playing again? But yeah, and in the offense, I mean, Kabila is kind of a midfielder, hypothetically, but he's more. I mean, he could be a striker for all we care. There's Alessandrini. And yeah, the rest are pretty young. Even in the offense, it's pretty young because nothing really confirming that Dafe Gomis is coming. So yeah, um, but hey, at least Vincent Labrune is quitting, and he said like if you're quitting, you're quitting. You should be quitting everything. So he's not gonna be in the club anymore in any kind of quality. Um, yeah, so I mean, at least there's that. Um, so yeah, what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, there's currently a coup in Turkey. It's more. I don't know if the term also applies in English, but in French, when it's a military coup, we call it a putsch. Um, and well, I mean, they are saying that the military are saying that they've taken control of the country. I don't know really. It's kind of a situation where you have to choose between the lesser of two evils, and I'm not exactly sure whether Erdogan or the military is the lesser of the two evils, really. Uh, because I mean, Erdogan isn't exactly what I would call, he's been elected by the people, and that's why, for example, Obama is saying that every party in Turkey should be supporting the democratically elected uh, government, but at the same time, oh, oh, oh boy, um, yeah, and I mean the military they've been against, they've been at the orders of the government. Now I don't know what's their actual agenda. They are saying that they want to bring back democracy, but in what kind of fashion? I don't know. But looks like it's pretty tough. Like they have, they are pretty fucking serious about their coup because strategically one of their moves that has been really clever was and I mean that's terrible that I say that it's clever, but it's really tactical genius to take out the headquarters of the elite police force. So yeah, in Istanbul, yeah. So yeah, I've been saying so yeah way too many times. Uh, I mean, you kind of have to give it to them. They know what they're doing, um, and they have some of the people with them. So I don't really know. I mean, uh, anyway, that's really a complicated situation. Um, yeah. I don't know. Can I talk about the Tour de France? Oh fuck! I just realized that I completely missed SmackDown with all the. Oh, I'm going to see a match and I'm going to sleep through the whole night when I'm supposed to do some kind of invitation papers for my parents' wedding because they want to cut corners and don't talk to an actual graphist. Um, yeah. Also, the computer turned off, so I have no idea what parts of the text is anymore. The Tour de France, yeah, there was this stage. It was a time trial. Dumoulin won. He's Dutch. He's not French. I know that he could sound like he's French, but Dumoulin is apparently a pretty common name in the Netherlands, probably because there's a lot of French Protestants that have immigrated there during the whole the whole part in history where being Protestant was pretty much a death wish in France. I don't know what's happening with my mouth. So yeah, I mean, there's also a lot in England, like the second Doctor, Sean Pertwee, actually was of French descent. It doesn't look like that because Pertwee, the way it's written, it doesn't look very French, but it's actually it's been anglicized from Pertuis. So he was probably from southern France, like most Protestants actually. Um, but yeah, if you really want to know, in Germany countries, if you have a person with a French name but who doesn't look like they have immigrated in the last couple centuries, they are probably descendants of Protestants. The more you know. Um, and in second place came Christopher Froome. Nairo Quintana completely fucked up, which means that Bauke Mollema is second. Even Adam Yates couldn't ride very well. Romain Bardet, oh, I mean, we already have to face the harsh reality of not having Thibaut Pinot anymore. But if all the young French upstarts can do shit, what is it good for? Anyway, yeah. Maybe tomorrow I will be able to talk about SmackDown depending on just how I'm going to sleep. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Gonna put some ice and some strap on my toe because I've been putting gauze between my fingers and it's not good. I mean, cotton instead of gauze. It's a mess.